All right, Stufi, let us know your name, the name of your piece, and then the composer if you know who that is as well. All right, the floor is yours. Do you have original sound on?
Oh, sorry. No.
That's okay. And then when you're ready, just introduce yourself and then the name of your piece and the composer.
Hello, my name is Suki. I'm going to be performing the Mickey Mouse March. And, wait, is the composer my teacher?
If they wrote this piece, yeah.
Oh, okay, wait. I'm not.
But you can
Oh,
just say by Jimmy.
okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Jimmy
The
Dodd.
composer is Jimmy Dodo. Should I just start?
Yep, whenever you're ready. Nicely done. Thank you, Susie. Overall, really good performance. The right hand was fairly consistent in terms of knowing those notes. Small hiccups here and there, but that's okay. We'll clear those up shortly. The biggest thing was being able to play it consistently in terms of keeping the pulse consistent. So the momentum was there. You were very confident playing it. Now it's just a matter of counting. So there's two ways of counting 6/8, or two popular ways. How do you count, or how did your professor have you count 6/8 time?
He hasn't really done that yet.
Okay, no worries. So for example, if we're in 4/4, you would just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So every single measure has the same set of beats. You just repeats when that new bar begins or new measure. So for 6/8, you actually count, of course, you can just do 1 through 6. So you can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But an easier way, when there's a swing or a march like this, you can count one and a two, because you essentially have two different groups. And I'll explain that in just a second here. Looking at just that right hand, you can always cut it in half. I always tell my students music is full of patterns. We just need to dissect those patterns so we can understand the music a bit better. So for example, if we count one and a two, you're going to feel that swing more. So one and a two and one and a two and one and a two. And even over here as well, the rhythm changes just a bit, but notice you're going to start counting or playing the okay? So two and So one and two and So over time, this will help you keep everything together. So that's what I mean by consistency. So initially, the momentum was there. It was very well played. But now, in terms of making sure we're not playing really quickly and then slowly and then quickly again, we want to make the whole piece either very slowly or play the whole piece quickly, but make sure there's that consistent tempo. And that's what these numbers, these beats are for, and these symbols. So counting will be very helpful when you're playing through the piece. I would always start off slow, of course, and then speed up from there. But overall, it sounds really good. I hope to hear you play next time. Do you plan on including that left hand next time you play?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, it sounds really cool with that bass. Really cool. So looking forward to that. Did you have any questions at all about your piece? Anything that may be throwing you off? Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you, Stuthi. All right, next up we have Smyra. Let us know the name of your piece, who the composer is.
I'm Smyra, and I'm playing The Cutest Pair by Regina Song.
Awesome, awesome. All right, whenever you're ready.
One sec.
I don't think your original sound's on.
Yeah, my piano's turned on. Okay. Can I start from measure 9?
9, yeah, yeah.
Right.
And then, do you want to repeat or keep going forward?
I'm gonna keep going forward.
Yeah.
From
The pick up the 29, so that's A.
wait.
Right, I think you're playing an octave lower, yeah. So you're starting on the A. It's kind of the same as the beginning of 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that's what we learned.
Nicely done, really good. Yeah, so this piece is rhythmically dynamic. Tongue twister there. In other words, there's a lot of different rhythms going on especially polyrhythm. This is when both hands are playing something different. So really good job with that. I know it's a bit tricky. I know we've arranged it quite a bit during our lessons. I'm thinking now we can even simplify the chords even more. The beginning part is nice. I like that part. And then switch up maybe the second part into maybe just whole note chords. So just holding it. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe doing that, just something to think about. That way it flows a bit better because you know the right hand very well. It's just that left hand I think that gets in the way because there's a lot of jumping there. But overall, it's coming along very well from where we first started way back when. So keep up the good work. We're almost finished with this piece. But with that being said, what would you say is the hardest part of this piece? What's giving you the most
The
that
ending.
conflict? The ending.
Doing switch because it's like the rhythm is a lot weirder. Like
For which
playing
part?
the left hand pattern with the right hand melody is a little weird.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's that polyrhythm I was referring to. How left hand's playing one rhythm, right hand's completely different.
But I think I'm getting the hang of that part. I think I just need to brush up on the beginning a bit again.
The beginning of page 2 or page 1?
Like the beginning of one.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. No, I definitely get that. Yeah, 'cause you started at 9. We'll keep looking at this during our lesson, of course. But overall, yeah, the biggest thing is just playing a smaller chunk at a time, 2 or 3 measures. I would even say 1 measure just to really understand how that rhythm works because it's going to end up repeating just different notes. And then it changes completely to something else later on. So taking it measure by measure is the way to go with this piece and make sure you really understand that feel. So less counting and more of the feel when you get into it. But yeah, overall, doing really good work. Were there any questions or confusion about this piece apart from those 2 rhythms clashing?
No.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, you two, for hanging out. I really enjoyed hearing you two play. So hopefully I hear you all next week and then we can end it here for now. So I'll see you all later.